Deb Carson. The NFL has asked a U.S. District Court judge to dismiss Jonathan Vilma's motion to have his season-long suspension for his role in the Saints bounty gate overturned. Vilma is scheduled to have a hearing next Thursday, but the NFL wants the case dismissed because the collective bargaining agreement gives Commissioner Roger Goodell the authority to punish players for, quote, conduct detrimental, end quote, to the NFL. While the Dallas Cowboys have been removed from a lawsuit over lack of seating for some ticket holders at the 2011 Super Bowl in Texas, U.S. District Judge Barbara Lynn ruled that the tickets were a contract between the buyers and the NFL, so the team was removed, but litigation can continue against the league. Tiger Woods currently in third place at the Open Championship through 2 rounds. He's 6 under par, 4 behind leader Brandt Snedeker. Phil Mickelson done for the weekend, missed the cut at 11 over par.
This is Patty with Red Top Mower. Great yards demand equipment as dedicated and hardworking as you. Husqvarna is the world's largest producer of quality outdoor products, offering a full line of lawn and garden equipment, from trimmers and mowers to tillers and blowers, and so much more. Like the new Husqvarna utility vehicle, tough enough for the job site, the farm, or extreme off-roading, and priced right. Visit Red Top Mower on Highway 41, 8 miles south of Main Street in Cartersville, or at redtopmower.com. Now offering 0% 36-month financing with approved credit on qualifying purchases. Husqvarna, tame the wild.
Summer is here at Cartersville Ace Hardware. Purchase a large or extra large green egg grill and you'll receive up to $75 worth of free accessories. You can also find deals on outdoor patio furniture, lawn and garden care, tools and hardware for all of your summer home improvement projects. Need a new lawnmower? Ace is also the place for your Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Come and see us at 924 West Avenue in Cartersville at Ace Hardware, the place for the helpful hardware man and your source for summer supplies and Dixie Choppers.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Bartow Sports Showcase on News Talk, AM 1270 WYXC. John Underwood in here with Corey and Eric. What's going on, fellas?
Hey, what's up? What's going on, Cartersville?
Just wanted to say hi to them. They're doing a good job, and I just want everybody to stay faithful to the show and listen to Eric and Corey. I haven't been able to be on here a lot here lately, and these guys have really stepped up. They're doing a great job, so just want to say thanks to them. Before we get into anything real, mind-boggling, is what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm. That's our style.
Yeah, sure. Have you talked to Kevin?
Well, apparently you did before the show, and what I gauged from the conversation is that it is going to be a very interesting
It's going to be interesting. Kevin's had a very long day and an extremely long week, so but we do appreciate everything Kevin does. Kevin's great, and he's just a lot of fun to talk to and be around. So,
of course.
But I want to say thank you to our sponsors. Ace Hardware of Cartersville, located on West Avenue on the far end of town. Go out and see John Payne. They've got anything that you can need hardware-wise, Dixie choppers. They've got the best prices on propane. They've got a garden center, and they've got lumber now. So go out and see them. Let them know that we sent you, and just go out and do business with our advertisers because they keep us on air. Mm-hmm. Red Top Mower, Miss Patty Lovelace.
Hey, Miss Patty.
They're located 8 miles south of Main Street on Highway 41. They are a licensed Husqvarna dealer. They can fix any kind of small engine that you got, and something that I've still been trying to work out is go-karts. They've got some amazing go-karts. I've been trying to finagle one of those, and I keep getting told no by my lovely wife, Brandy.
Oh.
But I'm working on it. And Miss Patty's been real understanding on that whole I'm still working on it. Richard Barnes Concrete, Mr. Richard and Stacy Barnes, some of the greatest people in the world. They do some of the best concrete masonry work around. Just give them a call. They'll be more than happy to do any size job you need. If you need a sidewalk to a 3-mile-long driveway, or if you want an outdoor patio and grill built, they can do all of it. And, of course, Louis Cafe. located right over here by in the Goodwill Shopping Center across the street from Cartersville Hospital. Go out, go see them. They're open from 6:30 to 2, Monday through Friday, 8 to 3 on Saturday. Great coffee. Let me rephrase that. The best coffee.
Best
coffee around. Great breakfast. They will fix it any way that you want it. Go out and see them. And, guys, that's how you do the sponsors.
I feel so impressed right now.
I'm bowing.
Oh my goodness!
I've been doing those sponsors for a while now. It just kind of flows out of me for now. But
we noticed.
He is the master.
Okay, no, you took it a step too far, Eric. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a little much.
See, now you made it creepy.
Tone it back. All right, Corey, what you got for us tonight?
Well, okay, we're going to start out with something local. Starting next week, Cass High School football camp, coached by Coach Casco, and it'll be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And the cool part is we will have running back Richard Samuel there. He'll be signing autographs, playing with the kids, songs, everything. Johnny Rutledge will be there as well. Ages kindergarten to basically a rising ninth grader. $25 you'll pay at the rec department. You can also go there. They'll direct you to the rec department that day. But the point is of all going out, having fun, learning the basics of football, and really meeting some world-class people.
Yeah, I've gotten to meet Richard quite a few times. He's a great guy. Talking to Coach Casco, I've heard some amazing stories about Richard and his mom. While Richard was in high school, some hilarious stuff. And I have not gotten the opportunity to meet Johnny Rutledge, but if he played for Coach Casco and is willing to come up and help with this camp, he's going to be a great guy too, even though he did play for Florida. That hurts deep inside, but I think I'll get over it for these couple days. But want to invite everybody to come out to the camp. Parents can stay and watch the camp. We went last year, and it was a whole lot of fun.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and it's definitely a good thing for the community, too. I mean, everyone gets to learn what every kid wants to do. They get to meet a great player. They get to learn from a great person, and they get to have the most important key element to anything is have fun.
Oh yeah. Be a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You got something for me over there, Eric?
Well, Corey's wanted me to talk about why he gave me the boring subject. I don't know. He gives me
that is awesome. My God, that is awesome.
Really?
Okay, in some eyes, golf is not boring.
Oh, my God.
Have you not watched it on TV and not fallen asleep?
I don't fall asleep during sporting events.
Oh.
I've seen you leave early though.
As much as I like to play golf, there is a club involved, there is a ball involved, there is walking involved and swinging involved.
And fans.
There's
getting
fans.
hit by the balls.
Silence.
Yeah, I had nothing. I had nothing. Golf is hard to call a sport.
Uh-oh, we're going to have people calling in now asking what is a sport.
It's a hobby.
We've had that debate before because a judge ruled cheerleading not a sport. It's a athletic competition.
It's a sport.
I'm aware. I completely agree because I have seen the workouts and what these girls have to do, and it is intense.
I bet.
It is really intense. But, Eric, go ahead. What you got for golf?
All right. So today was the second round. Branch Snedeker is now leading at 10 under. Adam Scott is now at 9 under. And for all y'all that actually care about Tiger Woods, he's starting at 6 under.
Okay. Some of us like the man as a golfer. Everything else, we brush to the side. Okay?
Everything else we
I care
brush
more
to the
about
side.
Barbaro.
You care more. Okay. The shot he made on 18 was worth to note that he is probably coming back in and could definitely make a run this weekend if things fall into place.
When 67% of America said that somebody not named Tiger Woods is going to win this weekend, I'm going to go with that 67%.
I still believe in Tiger. I don't know. I guess because I grew up saying, hey, listen, Tiger's the man. I mean,
I believe in the Tooth Fairy, but I don't believe he's going to come see me tonight.
You believe? No.
He might. He may help you with that tooth, though.
No, we got Brandy over here.
So, she's got the pliers. You better run. No, I have to agree. I think Tiger is. He's not going to be. I don't think he's ever going to be as dominant as he once was. It's going to be someone else. And right now, there is not that one single dominant player in golf. No. There's not.
Which I mean, that's a good thing for the sport because, don't get me wrong. I love Tiger winning, but when it's Tiger's winning.
But then the next week he's missing a cut.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I got, all sorts of excited when Bubba Watson won the Masters.
Oh, we all did.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an amazing shot. He won the Masters. That's a big deal. He went to my favorite school in Athens.
Your favorite, our favorite, everyone's favorite.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Okay, yeah, everyone's favorite.
But he, the next big tournament, he missed a cut.
Yeah.
So there's not that one single dominant player right now.
No, because number one's been changed more than we changed socks, probably.
Well, I mean, heck, I'll admit that I knew Rory McIlroy was not going to take over. And by the way, guys, if you want to weigh in, 770-382-1270. Weigh in and tell us what you think.
You change socks?
Well, about once a month.
Okay.
Wow.
When they start getting holes in the bottom of it.
Whoa.
Right.
I'm wondering about you showering.
Wait, you change socks every day, Corey?
Every day. Every day.
Some of us just aren't able.
Yeah. We're shooting you jealous looks right now.
Sorry. Hey, Larry Munson shirt is on. Do not come near the Larry Munson shirt.
Oh, my God. All right. We're going to have to quit talking about golf.
Okay.
We said this was going to be a 2-minute conversation. We turned it into a comedy.
It was a 3-minute conversation.
That's
so
good.
The sock thing got involved and Ed extended it. So.
And Brandy put the pliers away.
Yeah. She's mean with them pliers. But, Corey, I know you've got something for the Braves, so what's going on down in Atlanta with the Braves right now?
Guys, big series starting tonight. 7 o'clock, Hanson, Strasburg, game on. Why? 2-3. Strasburg's record against us. 4.26 ERA against us. We have a very, very good shot of taking him out and beginning a 4-game series. We are 3.5 back. We have a lot of ammo going into this, and we have a lot of hype. If this is the series, if we can take the Nationals and at least cut it down to a game or to first place, this is that series.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. 4-game set. I think right now this is going to be the momentum shifts that we've seen in the past couple of years with Philly. If we don't win this series, if we don't split this series, we ain't going to win this division.
We cannot lose 3 out of 4. There is no losing 3 out of 4.
We have to at least split.
Yeah, that would be the best case scenario because we're no better off and we're no better worse.
But wait a minute, who we got pitching this week? Because we may need to pray before this.
No, Hanson starts. That's good.
It ain't.
I know
Sheets.
Sheets.
I'm worried about.
I know Sheets gets a start. I think Huddy misses the series.
Delgado gets the second start of the doubleheader tomorrow night.
Okay. Well, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good just because if it's the Nationals, eventually something will happen to them. It always does. It's just a common thread.
Yeah, it's called Strasburg and Bryce Harper.
But good news for everyone, we are tied for first in the wild card with the Pittsburgh Pirates. The irony is there. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates, folks. Who would have thought after about 17, 18 years of being bad, they are good? Yes.
The last time they were good, I was in diapers.
I'm 23, so yeah, about around that time.
We were in diapers.
If you'd like to comment on what we're talking about here at the Braves, give us a call, 770-382-1270. I know Kevin's on the line. Kevin?
Hello.
Hey,
Kevin.
Hello,
Hey,
Kevin.
what's the Braves' record since last time we talked? Well, they lost 1?
Yep, we've lost 2.
Yeah.
Lost 2, okay.
San Francisco took 2 out of 3. We lost 9-0 the first night. We lost a heartbreaker in extras, 9-4. But yesterday the bats came alive a little bit. We won 3-2. Craig Kimbrell did his thing once again.
Dominant.
So they were over the last 10 or 12 days, they're 7-2 or something like that.
But we won. What was it? 7 in a row. Yeah, it was 7 in a row. But we're 8-2 basically.
8-2, okay.
So not bad. And we gained 1 game on the Nationals, so we're 3.5 back. So it's great.
Gotcha.
Well,
What's going on up there in Cartersville?
It's raining.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, it
Raining
just started.
Yeah.
No, I had to mow the grass.
No, wait a minute. Yeah, you probably did.
Anybody watch any of the SEC media?
Yes.
Watched what I could from work when I tried.
Yeah.
That
I like the coach from Ole Miss.
I like the new Arkansas coach because, one, I think he may be off his rocker and don't know what he's getting into, and 2, he dressed like a politician. He did,
but he's not stupid.
No, he's not stupid. No, the stuff going on Media Day, it got a little vicious, got a little weird. It was definitely really interesting, though.
I can't believe the way those guys can think of the same question reworded.
Oh yeah. Oh Lord, yeah.
I mean, how many times I got to answer that? You know?
I don't know. Well, Kevin, we got us a caller. You're on the Bartow Sports Showcase.
Hang up on him.
Hang up on him?
No.
No, let's have him.
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah.
Who's this?
This is Jason Knight.
What's going on, Jason?
Oh, I'm trying to pick up my son headed to McDonough. I can't figure out for the life of me to get that app on my phone. I've got an Evo 4, and it keeps kicking me out when I try to stream you guys.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Fixed. I'll make a phone call.
I'm not driving down the road. I'm gonna have to do it. Keep running the ditch.
Oh no, we don't want you to wreck. Yeah, please do not run into the ditch. That is a big no.
As a truck driver, I should know better.
Exactly. So what's going on?
What's going on, Jason?
Oh,
Kevin.
man. Just Kevin?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Oh, not too much. Just wanted to touch base with you. Talk to you a little bit through your page. Love the page. Thanks for all the great info. Just touching base with y'all about the Rambo and Ogletree situation. Spoke with a co-worker, just small talk. This was not even 20 minutes ago, and she said, I overheard conversation. She's like, "You talking about Alec?" She's like, "Yeah, I've known him forever." She ends up picks the phone up, dials it, calls him, asked him about it. So as of today, the suspensions were still at what everybody suspects that they will be, but as everybody else has heard as well, that Rick and McGarity were meeting in before Monday to find out who's going to play against Buffalo and Missouri. So maybe that's my speculation on that would be maybe that's what he's told the kids until further notice. I don't know.
When he was talking at SEC Media Day, I think it popped up in the on your like the ticker tape or something.
Right.
It listed the suspensions and it listed them at 4. But everybody's acting like that's going to change. Now, they might just be acting like it's going to change, and that might remain the same. But Coach Rick's not talking about it, and I know that Bakari he was fighting it, and I don't know what course Alex took to see what he could get out of it, but I do know that something's happened. It may be bad news, but maybe we'll hear something about it next week. It'd be nice to know who we're playing with.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, they, like somebody else talked about it too, that they waited to the last minute last year on, before the Boise game was to announce on who was playing and what the suspensions were set. So I think that if the suspensions were going to be, if it was going to be set, then we would have never heard anything else about it as far as until it came closer to game day or whatever. But I think something's kind of stirred the pot to where maybe I guess a better good news, heaven forbid it being bad news, but I just kind of look on the brighter side of things on that, thinking that maybe they can figure something out to where maybe they do play. I know it would be a huge boost for the defense, that's for sure. And
everybody and the other people that were in Panama City have definitely convinced Coach Rick that it was a mistake, an honest mistake. It wasn't them sitting there wanting to eat brownies and get high. It's just something that happened. So, and I think he believes them, and I think he's going to go to McGarity. I don't know when they go in front of the 5 or 8 people that they plead their case to, and I don't know if that's happened or not. But I think one thing that's going to happen, this is a little bit off the subject, is I think that Coach Rick is going to keep things in house a little bit longer until he talks to the player and he reviews all the facts instead of it just hitting the internet and hitting the newspapers as soon as somebody gets in trouble.
Yeah, that's
right.
That's what I
think,
and other schools do that as well.
Right, and I mean, I could be off base on this, but that's kind of the way, his mentor did it to a degree, if I remember correctly, with Florida State.
Yeah, let's wait until we get all the facts and we get them in here to talk to them before we go throwing their name on the streets, and let's really see what happened, and not just if somebody gets arrested in Athens, it's darn sure going to be public knowledge pretty quick that they got arrested.
Well, I think it's kind of, especially guys that follow the Georgia program and pretty regular and on a heavy dosage, so to speak, and have contributed to the program and been around Athens. I think it's kind of a very well known that seems to be the case that Clark County seems to want to target athletes, but I mean, maybe that's just my personal opinion. But
maybe it's they don't target them, but they don't give them a break either. I think in other places that every now and then some kids might walk away from a situation, but I think in Clark County, it's you get pulled over, they don't give a dog if you're Ronald Reagan.
No, they really don't, and a lot of media outlet or police departments want to get that out that, hey, I made this big arrest on so-and-so from so-and-so. But, I mean, it happens that way from time to time. I hate it. But I do have to agree with Kevin. I do think Coach Rick is going to start keeping things a little more hush-hush beforehand, so that when it does come out, all the details and facts are there.
Right. That'd be great. That's for sure.
And I think he made it pretty clear that he's not changing. He thinks that other schools ought to be in charge of how they discipline people, but he's not changing how Georgia disciplines people, and I'm proud of him for that. But he made that perfectly clear that it's their business how they choose to suspend people on their first drug test or whatever, and I'm for him there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I applaud everything that he's done for Georgia program, and
I thought he did a really just an outstanding job up there at the podium. I thought he handled the questions well. He was completely honest. He didn't say, he didn't act like, well, yeah, we got an easy schedule. We're just going to beat the hell out of everybody. He pretty much said, look, we haven't played a game yet, and we got to play.
Exactly.
So we'll see what happens. But and the goal's definitely to win the East. But I think the written down goal over there is to win the SEC. Got something to prove to those people over there on the West that think they're so good. Win the SEC and then see what shakes out for the national championship game. Because as Coach Rick knows, you can't control how they vote.
No.
To get two teams, and we're still in a two-team vote-in by the BCS.
True.
So,
Well,
if you set your goal to win the national championship, you might just be shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah. Well, guys, we're coming up on a real hard break. Jason, I sure do appreciate the phone call, and I will try to get that phone call in and see if we can get that straightened out about that app, though.
I appreciate it, Dallas, and love the show, and I'm going to try to, I get out of the car, I'm going to try to work on it some more to see if I can get you guys to stream it.
All right.
You guys have a great weekend, and Kevin, keep up the great work with the pages and the info and insight, and I'll be in touch with you guys.
Appreciate it, Jason.
All right, thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, Kevin, we are coming up on our first break. We got about 45 seconds left. Eric, say something.
Go Dogs.
There you go. He was looking eager a second ago, so I wanted to let him get something in real quick. But Kevin, we are going to take a short break, as you know. But
I will talk to y'all in just a few minutes.
Yes, sir. We appreciate everybody listening.
Everybody call in, please.
Yeah, call on in, folks.
770-382-1270. We'll be right back in just a few minutes to the Bartow Sports Showcase.
Fox in the Fast Lane.
The spring
Sprint Cup is on a well-deserved break this week, and driver Paul Menard knows his crew can't wait to
spend time with their family and their kids and their wives.
But Jimmy Johnson is using this downtime to prep for next week's race at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And just how important is a win at the track known as the Brickyard?
This is a career-making weekend for anyone and everyone.
Personnel changes at Roush Fenway. Carl Edwards crew chief Bob Osborne replaced with Chad Norris. Team owner Roger Penske says he's standing behind driver A.J. Allmendinger, hoping he'll be reinstated by NASCAR in time to race at Indy. Allmendinger was suspended after failing a random drug test. A second sample taken from the driver will be tested next week. And members of the House this week rejecting an effort to cut the $72.3 million the military spends on sports sponsorships like NASCAR and IndyCar. Fox in the Fast Lane. I'm Marjay Tashina, Fox News Radio.
I'm Tony White, GNN Sports. Atlanta was held to 3 hits, but that included homers by Freddie Freeman and David Ross. The Braves down San Francisco 3-2. The top player taken in this year's NFL draft now under contract. The Indianapolis Colts have signed Andrew Luck to a 4-year, $22.1 million package. Adam Scott has tied a course record by shooting a 664 in the opening round of the British Open. Paul Lowry, Zach Johnson, and Nicholas Kosterz each shot 65. Tiger Woods among a group at 67. Rafael Nadal has pulled out of the London Olympics. The 2008 gold medalist says he's not in condition to compete. Nadal was set to be Spain's flag bearer during the opening ceremony and calls the decision one of the saddest moments of his career. And Jeremy Lin made his first appearance before reporters yesterday as a member of the Houston Rockets. That's sports. I'm Tony White on the Georgia News Network.
Woodland Hills Golf Club at Carter Grove is a semi-private 18-hole golf club located 5 minutes south of Cartersville, Georgia. Woodland Hills consists of 167 acres just outside the hustle and bustle of Metro Atlanta. Golfers of all skill levels will find the course to be challenging yet forgiving. Come and play for today or join the club and play as often as you like. Visit us at woodlandhills-golf.com or call 678-605-8585. Woodland Hills Golf Club. Make sure you bring your A-game.
At Richard Barnes Concrete, we take pride in our work and would like the opportunity to be of service to you. With 35 years' experience, Richard Barnes Concrete can handle any of your concrete or masonry needs. Some of our services are tearing out of existing concrete, driveways and patios, or repairs and alterations to existing work. No matter the size of job, we can help. We also have a commercial construction division. Visit us at gaconcrete.com or call 770-546-0138.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Bartow Sports Showcase. I'm Eric. We got Corey and John here.
John
and Kevin.
Hello.
Hey, we're back, everyone. All right, John has stepped out for a minute, but that's okay because we have
That means
Eric.
we can talk about him.
No, it does not mean anything. All right, let's get back to SEC Media Day. All right, so other than Arkansas, Ole Miss coaches, us doing a great job as we normally do, Kevin, what else did you really see that caught your eye or you heard?
LSU and Alabama are good.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Very good this year. Very good.
And, I wonder which one of those guys we're going to meet. I think we're going to make it to the SEC championship game. That's not overlooking Buffalo or South Carolina or anything else, which are not overlooking Tennessee coming to Athens. But they're good. I didn't realize how many people that they have returning, and Alabama's got something that we don't have. They've got an experienced offensive line, which is always a big help.
Yeah, offensive lines always seem, and everyone always says defense decide championships. Well, an offensive line decides a lot as well. And by the way, everyone, 770-382-1270. Call in, talk to Kevin, talk to us, talk about Georgia. All right. So, yeah, offensive line's a big deal. But really, other than that, we learned that LSU is a big favorite to win it all.
Yeah, it looks that way. They've got the running backs. I think it's all on our former Georgia boy, Mettenberg. You know, if he can have a flat game, get picked off a couple of times, and we'll see what happens with them. South Carolina's got them. We'll just have to see what happens. It's a long way to go.
South Carolina, LSU's playing South Carolina this year.
It's LSU. It's either Alabama or LSU won because Coach Spurrier wants to trade LSU for Ole Miss.
Yeah, I bet.
Everybody wants to.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the truth. I mean, let's be honest here, folks. Ole Miss is not LSU in any shape or form. Maybe
LSU
not even their middle school.
See, that's the point. LSU is.
LSU's rebuilding. Ole Miss is rebuilding. They got a new coach. They got a new system. They got a new defensive coordinator. And they got a lot of questions to get answered over there.
So, looking at the schedule right now, we are the favorite to win these. There is no lie about that. But who's that one game that we don't need to slip up or where we will have trouble against?
South Carolina.
South Carolina, Florida. You got Tennessee coming to Athens. Vanderbilt's going to be a good game. But I think, usually it's for the last few years, Florida's been the biggest game on the schedule.
Oh, by far.
And I think we kind of flip-flopped this year with South Carolina being the most important game on the schedule.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Florida's falling off. But we got a caller on the line. You're on the Bartow Sports Showcase. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Jason Leathers from Mayuka, Mississippi, calling for Kevin.
How are you doing this evening?
I've been better. Hot.
Oh, Lord, yeah. It's raining and it's real humid up here.
Yeah, it's not good.
No.
What's going on, Jason Leathers?
Nothing much. I was told to call and talk football.
What do you think Mississippi State's going to be like?
I'm scared to death.
Are you?
Yeah, we've lost a bunch of defensive guys to the pros. Our offensive line was thin last year. They had a couple of guys graduate. It's not going to be pretty, I don't think.
Y'all got somebody early. Who y'all got? Y'all got somebody's second game or something, don't you? Or
Auburn.
Ooh, good test.
Yeah.
You're playing them at home, though.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when do y'all play? Y'all got Alabama?
Yeah, they're in the middle of the season usually.
Saturday,
yeah, when you got Ole Miss, what? Right toward the end?
Always.
Yeah, they're right before Thanksgiving, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge game for both of y'all, though, just from a recruiting standpoint and for the state of Mississippi.
Yeah.
Lord, they got Alabama, then Texas A&M at home, then at LSU, then Arkansas at home, and then they play Ole Miss.
Y'all have a very tough schedule. Yeah, that's a very tough schedule.
That's tough.
That's the opposite of what we got.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
We're going to have to win 6 of the first 7, or we're going to be in big trouble.
What do you think? What do you think about the hot seat for Mullins?
I don't know. That's a tough question.
Yeah, it really hasn't been coming up much.
No, I think he's got this year and next year.
Yeah, I mean,
at least.
Here's the rule of thumb. Give someone at least 2 years, maybe 3 at the most, and then after that, if they're not working out, let's go ahead and let's move on.
Yeah, that's about right.
I like the guy.
Oh, yeah, I like him, too.
This is his first senior class. And this is
his fourth year.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody on the field's his.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this will definitely make or break. I mean, pretty much.
It's a big year for him. Big year with a tough schedule.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens there.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, Derek Dooley's the one everybody's talking about on the hot seat. Losing to Vanderbilt was a huge mistake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's under a lot.
No, take that back. Beating Vanderbilt and celebrating like you'd never been to camp before was the big mistake.
Yeah. That was a little rough. That's going to be a little rough on him, especially this coming up year.
And them coming to Athens. Tennessee, Georgia's always a good football game.
Always.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who they put out there.
Especially when Georgia wins by like 4 touchdowns. That's a great game.
Yes, it is.
I know. I'm glad we don't play Georgia this year.
That is true. I did always like watching the Georgia Mississippi State games. I went to the SEC Fan Fair one year when Mississippi State was in the game, and all I could hear was cowbells. Wow. Mississippi State. When I hear Mississippi State, I think cowbells, because everybody's got one. They've got them decorated in the school colors. They've got the bulldog on them. They got the big M State on them. I mean, they go all out on these cowbells, and the Georgia Dome wouldn't let them bring them in.
Yeah.
Darn.
Ouch.
Well, Jason,
That's sad.
I appreciate the call, man. Especially calling all the way from Mississippi.
Yeah.
Jason, hey, let me ask Jason one question. How's that cat? Did you ever get that cat fixed?
Yeah, he had a busted eardrum.
Oh, no.
That's
Yeah, he's
good.
much better.
All right, well, good. All right, well, stay in touch with me, brother.
All right, thank you.
Hey, we appreciate
Talk to
the
you later.
call.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Have you ever been around a huge group of people with a bunch of cowbells?
No.
It is deafening.
I don't think I want to be around with a bunch of cowbells. I'm too afraid I might lose what hearing I have left.
You're in the South. It's going to happen.
Well, Mississippi, Georgia has the whole, they yell "Go Dogs," sick 'em.
Yep.
That's Mississippi State's thing. Is the cowbell.
Yeah, that's cool.
And some stadiums, actually, because it makes so much noise, some stadiums started saying no, you can't bring them in. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's insane. It really is. But
I think they've actually taught the Mississippi State of kind of making it like the band when they get up to the line, you're not supposed to ring your bell.
Yeah, I have heard that before, because they use it and they use those things and they use those things. You can watch a Mississippi State game and that's all you hear is cowbell.
Yeah, I think I've seen one on ESPN. I mean, I'm looking into the crowd and I'm seeing these people shake these little things, and then when the camera finally goes in, you're going, "That's a cowbell." Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've got a topic we might want to talk about, and that's recruiting. I'm not sure what Trey is going to do after Foster went to Auburn, and nobody's really said. But I really don't want to worry about recruiting until we're so close to the season. I want to concentrate everything on the 2012 season, because we're not going to know how things shake out until February.
Yeah,
I mean, it seems like one of those kind of years where kids are going to jump around, visit 20 different schools, commit to one, decommit, yada, yada, yada. So, I mean, it's just hard to keep up with what these kids are up to.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, I know Foster got that Auburn tattoo as well.
Please.
But, I mean, who's to say that he still won't change his mind?
That tattoo
Yeah, I
goes
mean,
to waste.
Derrick Henry's about to drive me nuts.
Oh, I know. I mean, no one knows for sure until that day. Last year, the big one was Josh Harvey Clemens.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That was the big one. And, we were talking to Kevin, when all of it was going on, and he just hadn't sent his paperwork in because he was talking about it with his family. But everybody was terrified he wasn't coming to Georgia. He was going to go somewhere else or wait.
Everybody thought he was going to go to Florida State or Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You never truly know until the paperwork comes in. You
Yep.
can have.
Yeah, but I sure have wasted a lot of energy and time trying to follow these kids, and they just drive me crazy, actually. So I've kind of decided that I'm just going to let it run its course and let this season play out. Hopefully, after we go to Miami, we can start worrying about the first Wednesday in February and get some early commitments and get back up to 85 guys on scholarship, which is what we need to do.
That'll work for me.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, recruiting is so overblown in just some aspects. I mean, ESPN now has a whole show dedicated to just watching some guy pick a school, and now they get all excited. They throw out 5 different hats, and they're like, oh, that's the real hat, or they bring out a prop, or they do something like they bring out their sister, and it's just that this is a time for a break. Let's just scoot it over like you're suggesting. Let's focus on the upcoming season, because that's where the main focus needs to be.
And one thing about Georgia is if the kids that we have that are juniors this year, especially on the defense, if they decide to stay one more year, and Aaron Murray decides to stay one more year, and our running backs get a little experience. We'll be as good, if not better, next year. And I think the kids that are playing for Georgia right now deserve all the publicity and all the hoopla versus these kids that still have a year of high school football to play and see what happens to them.
No, I agree, and I want to throw this at Eric and see what he thinks. Eric, we've talked, y'all have talked about the schedule, and we were talking about it in there. Aside from South Carolina, do you think that this Missouri game, Georgia-Missouri in Missouri, is going to be – there's a lot of hype around it. Do you think it's going to be a very pivotal game for the tone of the season?
Well, yeah, because it's gonna be the first ACC game, and it's gonna be, on TV. Everybody's gonna be covering. All right, Missouri's first ACC game. A lot of hoopla is gonna be made over it, and it's gonna be seen if Georgia loses this game, then the people are gonna say, Missouri belongs. If they can beat Georgia, they can beat South Carolina. Then it'll start a whole run. It's gonna take
effect.
It's gonna take the momentum out of when the Buffalo game, which normally is a breeze, and it keeps going on to the season. But, but if we beat Missouri, then a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, that's just because Missouri wasn't ready for the ACC. Missouri can't handle this.
So what you're saying is basically that it's a flip of the coin. It doesn't matter. It's either going to be good or bad, no matter what.
Yeah, either way, it's going to be played to our disadvantage or our advantage.
Well, I mean, it can only help us if we win because right now we're preseason ranked number 6. I mean, is that a definite yet?
Most Ascalon Lindy's have us in the top 10, about 6th or 8th.
Okay, well, that can only help because most likely they're going to be a top 20 as of right now, 25?
Missouri, not ranked right now.
Not right now ranked? Well, it can do nothing because it's an SEC opponent, so that can help out a lot. And by the way, guys, 770-382-1270. Call in, talk about it with us.
Yeah, another thing is if we were to lose to Missouri, it would be scary how far we would drop.
See, that's the thing. Most people, when they say, okay, when a good team loses a game they're supposed to win, if anyone has seen the trickle effect in college football in this ranking system, they fall heavily, and it takes a lot to get them back.
Yeah.
And Missouri is going to be fired up. I don't know if their quarterback is going to be ready. That's big for him. He's Cam Newton Jr. He doesn't throw the ball that well, but he's a threat to take off. But they're a good football team, and we better be ready to play. And it's going to be a night game, and they are going to be fired up. It's the biggest thing that happened in Missouri since, I don't know, the Civil War.
Becoming a state.
Yeah.
I mean, in all honesty, I do agree. It's going to be it's already going to be a historical game. It's Missouri's first ever SEC game. It's going to be against Georgia. It's going to be at home. That's a big deal for them. I know how. I don't remember if you said you knew how much, but they spent a ton of money redoing their field and stadium.
Yeah, just to join the SEC.
To join the SEC.
They've got brand new turf and everything. They've dolled that place up. The SEC means a lot of money to these schools, and that place only holds I think it holds 72,000. Somebody can probably look that up right quick, but it'll get bigger. But they are going to be fired up.
And that's the thing. We've got to go in there and do what we should do and shut them down quick. Yeah. If we don't do that and we don't end up stopping the offense, taking the defense out when we can, this is going to be a very long...
We don't need to do what we did when we went to Colorado. It wasn't even an SEC game.
No.
We were flat and just didn't play well.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
we don't need to be getting punts blocked or... them making big plays. We need to go in there and take care of business. I don't care if we get out of there 21-20. We need to get out of there alive.
A win's a win.
A win's a win.
This game is a win. Okay, that's pretty much.
Memorial Stadium holds 71,004 people.
Okay, so he was right on it almost.
Yeah. Well, with the guy serving Cokes, we got to,
Yeah, I mean that's one of. I think that's one of the 4 people. There's 4 people, one in each corner serving Cokes.
I was close.
You were close.
4 people.
I was giving the benefit of the doubt. I could have said 71.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Give us a call, 770-382-1270. You can bring up any topic you want. You can just talk about what we're talking about. Just give us a call, 770-382-1270. Kevin, I did, when you called me before the show, and I'm still laughing about the post that you put up. Call in and what was it? If you want to talk to a bunch of nuts.
Oh my gosh! Now I know what he meant.
It hasn't been clinically proven yet.
I could have said a bunch of puppies because we've had one bulldog. We've had all bulldogs tonight. Had one
That's true.
Okay,
that's true. One Mississippi State bulldog, a couple Georgia bulldogs. I mean, it's been.
Jason Leathers, he's a good guy. He follows the Coach Rick page. He likes Coach Rick. He's a huge Mississippi State fan, but he's always got some good input.
Hey, I'm always welcome to other fans from other schools calling in.
Yeah.
We'll talk. It don't matter to me. We got another caller on the line. You're on the Bartow Sports Showcase. Who's this?
My name is Rodney.
Hey, Rodney, how's it going?
I'm doing good. I just wonder who's playing fullback for Georgia this year.
What was
that? That walk-on right now is listed as number 1.
What is Richard Samuel going to do?
They had moved him to fullback too. He was listed number 2 on the depth chart, but I don't. They said he's going to get some carries this summer due to the loss of Crowell. He's a great pass blocker.
Right. Yeah. And
he knows every position on the dadgum field. Yeah. So it's easy for Murray to check off. That was one thing that Murray had trouble with Crowell, is he was limited to the number of plays he could run because he was afraid Crowell wouldn't pick up the blitz.
Actually, he wouldn't pick up the blitz, but Richard will pick up the blitz. You're right about that.
I'd like to see us in the 2-back formation more, where they got a fullback and a real tailback, and let Samuels lead them in the hole. Right. I hate that delayed draw with the guy standing still.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, that's all I want to know. Y'all got a good show. A nice listen to you.
Thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate the call.
All right. Thank you.
You have a good one.
Take care, Roddy.
Thank you.
I believe, isn't the kid's name Dustin Royston? Isn't he the walk-on?
That sounds right. He's supposed to be a hoss.
He's 5'11", 242, sophomore. Okay.
And the thing about him that they've said is he just loves to hit.
Yeah.
Well, he can also catch the ball.
Yes. Yeah, he's a lot like I can't think of his name now.
Sutherland.
Oh, he reminds me of him. The way he, his build, the way he blocks and plays. He reminds me a lot of Sutherland. And Sutherland was an outstanding fullback, and that really opened up a lot of running lanes for the running backs.
A couple of the biggest plays we had that year were the swing pass to Sutherland. He broke a couple of those for some good gains in some clutch situations.
Yeah, because it's like trying to tackle a defensive lineman.
Yeah, and his legs never stopped. He kept running.
I would love to see Samuels catch the ball in the flat.
Oh, yeah.
Because nobody's going to cover our fullback. Heck, people don't even expect us to line up in the eye anymore, hardly.
Yeah, I know. I'd love to see him to line up in Richard at fullback or Royston at fullback, Richard at tailback. Just think about the jumbo set.
Jumbo. I'm trying.
Oh yeah, we'll put Rome in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And put him in motion, and let him kick out on the tackle or the end, and then let the fullback lead on the linebacker, and there'll be a hole big enough there to drive a train through.
Yeah, pretty much. And right now, if in the jumbo set they're going to throw Richard or anybody like that. Richard's the size of a freight train anyway.
Yeah, one thing that I saw in Alabama LSU game in a championship game last year was Alabama ran that 2 tight end, but put one tight end down and then put the other tight end right on his hip, and then sometimes they put that guy in motion. Well, that's a lot of man right there on the end to blow people out, and also it protects the quarterback. So I wish we'd line up a little bit more this year and just whip people.
Yes.
Just line up. Good. Don't spread out and put the halfback back there behind the quarterback and Murray start waving his arms. Just get up there and get under center and snap and hand it off. And
just let somebody run somebody over. I want Richard in the Florida game last year, the way he was running, that's what I want to see. He was looking to hit people. He was looking to run someone over. He was wanting to inflict pain on the other team. That's what I want to see. I've seen him do it for a long time. I'd like.
We won a national championship doing that.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, Kevin,
and that's been forever ago, and we need to win another one.
I have to completely agree.
Yep.
And that was one thing that was very impressive about Media Day is just the way the SEC has dominated college football.
Oh Lord, yeah.
And the pull that they have just with TV and everything else. I mean, the guys on ESPNU were, they were saying that there might be a year during this 14 playoff thing that 3 of the teams are SEC if they're not going to put anything on the conference champions, and the people want to see the 4 best teams play, that you might can afford to lose the SEC championship game or lose a game in the West or the East and still get in the 4-game playoff, which I love.
Oh, I agree. Well, Kevin, we got just about a minute left, and we had a caller on the line. They've tried calling in twice. I don't know if they're losing connection or what. I do want to point something out that I've been sitting here watching this, me and Corey and Eric both.
Yeah.
We have watched the Coach Mark Richt page grow at least 3 people in the last 30 minutes.
Have liked it.
Yeah.
We like that.
I bet. That's awesome, Kevin. You do a great job. I want you to throw out and talk.
I've got a good thing going. There's a sporting goods store in Athens that's been around since 1974. It's called Bulldog Sporting Goods. It's on Baxter Street, not too far from campus. Woody Chastain owns it. He had an online store a couple of years ago, and then he sold the store. Well, the store has come back to him, and him and I have gotten together, and I'm gonna run the online store for him and work down there some, and really looking forward to it. It got about 1,500 to 2,000 Georgia items, and we're licensed with the University of Georgia as well as a license with Nike. So it's exciting, and hopefully in the next week or so, you'll be able to click on to the website from the page and purchase some products. And we have a lot of stuff that we're going to have on sale right out the chute to try to get rid of the older merchandise, and a lot of it's Nike stuff from last year, which I can't tell any difference from the Nike stuff from last year.
Yeah.
True. Well, anyway, but I appreciate it, y'all.
Hey, no problem. We appreciate it, Kevin.
Thank you, sir.
And I'll definitely I'll give you a call either today or tomorrow. We'll talk some more about the website and get some details nailed down. But we are out of time, Kevin. I appreciate the call. And
Go Dogs! Y'all have a great night, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, Kevin.
Corey, Eric, it's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all doing a great job. Y'all keep it up. And we appreciate everybody listening. Everybody called in tonight. You're listening to Bartow Sports Showcase on News Talk AM 1270 WYXC.
Have a good weekend, y'all.
Yeah, thank you.